Welcome to the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. In today's video, we're delving deep into the mysterious connections between two formidable characters in the series, Rocks D. Xebec and Marshall D. Teach, aka Blackbeard. Stick around as we uncover the striking similarities that might reshape the course of One Piece's endgame. Let's get started. People who like One Piece have noticed that Rocks D. Xebec and Marshall D. Teach are a lot alike. It looks like these two figures are linked and probably have the same goals and dreams. If this is true, it could lead to a repeat of what happened in God Valley at the end of the series. Many similarities have been found between important figures from the past and the present in Eiichiro Oda's story about the value of history and family ties. The Void Century is an important part of One Piece, and many parts of the story explore the idea that lost information from the past might hold the answers to today's problems. The events that happened at God Valley have been erased from history, just like the banned history of the Void Century, and fans still don't know about them. The way the story is put together makes it seem like history is repeated. The similarities between the Roger and Straw Hats suggest that the important people in the present have taken on the roles of the past. Part 1. What is inherited will? Another theme that comes up a lot in One Piece is inherited will, which is how the ideas of past generations are carried on by people today. This idea has been talked about since the beginning of the story, and many important figures, like Hiruluk, Whitebeard, and Gold D. Roger, have directly brought it up. There is a lot of weight on what the younger generations do, and people who believe in this inheritance don't seem to mind that they are going to die. This idea is linked to the will of D, and it is known that members of the D clan are natural enemies of the gods. This means that it is likely that these people have received the will of the people who were against the world's lords during the Void Century. Blackbeard and Rocks D. Xebec both carry the fated D, as do many other important characters in One Piece, like Luffy and his family. Both of them are very different from the other members of the D clan. They are power-hungry and seem evil by nature. There must be a link between Blackbeard and Rocks that goes beyond the fact that they are both D clan members, and the community thinks Blackbeard is Rock's straight heir. Part 2. Blackbeard and Rock D. Xebec's ties to the history of the world government. In the world of One Piece, not many people know about Emu, and anyone who knows anything about the Void Century is highly forbidden. It looks like this knowledge is only known by people who are interested in history or have ties to the world government. The only other people who might know it are members of the Revolutionary Army or have been to Laugh Tale. Blackbeard and Rocks D. Xebec are the only ones who haven't been banned because they are thought to know about the world's illegal past. Rock's desire to rule the world makes it possible that he knows about Emu, and Blackbeard seems to have the same dream, so it's likely that he does too. Blackbeard may have learned this because he is interested in history, but it is not clear how this happened in the case of Rocks. No matter what, having this knowledge is very bad for both of them and makes them known enemies of the world government. Part 3. Blackbeard and Rocks D. Xebec's cruise. The Blackbeard Pirates and the Rocks Pirates are both groups of strong people who got together by chance or fate, not because they have a strong past or bond. Both groups are very strong, and many former members of the Rocks Pirates went on to shape the golden age of piracy as Yonko, using their strength and power to do so. Shiryu of the Rain, Kuzan, and Jesus Burgess are just a few of Blackbeard's crew members who are also very strong and have very powerful devil fruits. The community sees this group as similar to Rocks D. Xebec's because of the many similarities in their level of power and how they work together. The groups that Blackbeard and Rocks lead are very different from other important players in their times. Instead of being like the characters in One Piece, who are friends and loyal, these pirates are united not by love, but by a desire for chaos and power. These two leaders are known for being cruel, and their crews don't have any traditional morals, which fully supports Blackbeard and Rock's destructive habits. This lack of moral support, along with the immense power of each individual member, makes them a major danger to global security. Their internal structure is very unstable, and the members' egos and ambitions are likely to cause internal conflict. Part 4. References between the Rocks Pirates and the Blackbeard Pirates. There are many more small facts in the story that connect the Blackbeard Pirates to Rocks D. Xebec and his group. The most important hint in the world is in Blackbeard's ship, which the One Piece visual dictionary names the Saber of Xebec. Even though Oda hasn't said what it looks like yet, many fans think that the name may mean that Blackbeard had a weapon that used to belong to Rocks. Another popular meaning is that Blackbeard is Rock's weapon because he will make his dreams come true. However, these are just ideas and fans won't know for sure until they see proof in the manga. The fact that both crews chose Hakinosu as their base is another plot resemblance that makes the story even more similar. Pirate Island isn't well known, but it was recently shown in Kuma's flashback as the place where the world government stole the great pirate wealth for the God Valley Games. Part 5. How Blackbeard's actions might mirror the pivotal God Valley incident. There are many ways in which Rocks D. Xebec and the Blackbeard pirates are alike, from their goals to the people who serve on their teams. Figuring out these links could help you guess how One Piece's ending will go. As the show's endgame draws near, fans are watching Blackbeard's story to see if and how his actions will connect to famous events from the past. Based on the similarities between the times, the ending of One Piece could be similar to what happened in God Valley. Fans think that Blackbeard, who represents Rocks, will fight Kobe and Luffy, who represent Garp and Roger, respectively. This would not only complete the story of the family wills, but it would also be a proper end to the series by touching on its main themes. Summary and highlights. There are some similarities between Rocks D. Xebec and Marshall D. Teach, which means they may have the same goals, which could cause another event like the one in God Valley. One Piece often talks about inherited will, which shows how the actions and beliefs of previous generations are carried on by the present. There are ties between Blackbeard and Rocks D. Xebec to the past that the world government doesn't want people to know about. This makes them enemies of the world government. And there you have it, fellow One Piece fans. The world of Oda's masterpiece is brimming with mysteries, and the connections between Rocks D. Xebec and Blackbeard only deepen the intrigue. If you enjoyed our deep dive into the similarities and potential future scenarios, give us a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the notification bell to stay updated. We'd love to hear your thoughts and theories. What do you think about the parallels between Blackbeard and Rocks D. Xebec? Do you believe history is destined to repeat itself in the world of One Piece? Share your ideas in the comments below, and let's keep the conversation going. As we set sail towards the next chapter of One Piece, remember, the adventure is just as much about the journey as it is about the destination. Thank you for joining us today, and until next time, may your seas be calm, your treasures plentiful, and your One Piece theories wild. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Sketches YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our funny sketch videos and anime reviews. Don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, questions, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again. See you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments the group is in a winter scene, and the next they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Gold D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Gold D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.